Okay, so I want to talk about why I never really wore the American flag, why I don't wear the American flag, why I don't want to wear the American flag. Because sometimes I will see parts of Purple Magna complain that some of us will not be patriarch, patriotic, and we won't wear the American flag and that type of thing. Which, no, I'm not going to do that as a U.S. forced citizen. Okay, the reason why I don't do that is because the same reason why I wouldn't wear a shirt with an obese sibling on it, right? Why wouldn't I wear a shirt with a picture of my a morbidly obese sibling on it, right? This is similar to like I've seen like interviews with morbidly obese people, and the hosts are sort of like flattering them and praising them and saying they're brave. Why is that problematic? Why is that? Why shouldn't we do that? This sort of fat positivity run amok. What's bad about it? Okay, it's sending this signal that women that's okay. Like they'll tell them that like they're beautiful and this and that, and gas them up, hype them up. It's sending a signal that it's normalizing it. It's telling them that that's okay, not just okay, but that's good. The problem is it's saying that there's nothing to change. You're just fine how you are. That there's nothing to change. That that's cool. That's okay. Okay, that's the big crux of it, right? Which is not true. You shouldn't be morbidly obese. I'm not. I'm more fat neutral, right? Some people are fat negative, where like you think you need to be punitive and harsh and mean, or fat positive, where it's like it's okay, everything is valid, compliments cool, flattery. No, fat neutral, like okay, fat neutral. Um, we don't have to bash them. We don't have to praise them. Okay, um, type of thing. But that's the same thing that will happen if I'm wearing this American flag, being patriotic, and that type of thing. Um, it would be, you know, metaphorically, this country, and sometimes literally, is morbidly obese. This is a sick country. It's an unwell country. I'm not going to send this message or signal that it's good or great. I'm not going to flatter this country. I'm not going to praise this country. I'm not going to say this country is just fine in the way that it is. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't appreciate my sibling, that I don't support my sibling, that I hate my sibling because I don't want to wear a picture of them on my shirt. It doesn't mean that just because I'm not praising them or worshiping them or applauding them or flattering them or love bombing them. Doesn't mean that I hate them. I appreciate them. I support them. I still consider them a sibling. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to send that signal. You're unhealthy. You're morbidly obese. First, we're going to have to acknowledge it. No, actually, you're morbidly obese. And actually, it's not that beautiful. It's kind of repulsive. And that sounds like bashing, but maybe that is a strong word. But and it's not exactly repulsive. I'm not like, oh, you're away from me. But objectively, you are morbidly obese. It's not attractive. No, it isn't. It's unattractive. Neutral, objective observation. Um, right? And that's the same thing with this country. We have no universal health care. We no have no mandatory sick leave. We have no mandatory maternity leave. We have crumbling infrastructure. A hurricane hit Katrina on the anniversary, New Orleans on the anniversary of Katrina, the power was knocked out. Toe up infrastructure. Poison water in Flint. Other cities, people having no access to water, poison water everywhere. Okay. Um, the wages suck. There's no standards for these buildings. Um, in every other apartment building, you can hear everything that your neighbors do. Um, the food is trash, garbage, GMO, chemical ridden, trash from China, um, mutant, deformed food, um, chemicals, just artificial Zengzin, Zyklon, Vicicla. It's fillers. Yeah, if you go to Whole Foods, it's like real food, like lavender oil. Like the clams I looked at, it was like Zizazyklin, the bubbles of Zizzy, like things you can't pronounce. But then you look at Whole Foods, it's like chamomile leaves. It's like okay, um, you know what I'm saying? You can be arrested for smoking a plant, for eating a mushroom, even though some people are making millions of it 5 miles away if they live in a different state. The politicians are lazy and overpaid. People are getting murdered on camera by cops and people will defend them. What the hell? Like, no, this country is morbidly obese in a sense. This country is sick. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate the country. That means doesn't mean I won't support the country in some ways, sometimes. No, I'm not gonna wear an American flag shirt. No, this is not the gayest country ever in the world. You can go to a distant grocery store. If it's not Whole Foods, the food is trash. It's mutant, sickly fish from China and Vietnam farms. Crumbling infrastructure. Texas, power knocked out by a blizzard. New York City, flooded. That's a little storm passing through infrastructure from the 17th century. Mass shootings constantly, school shootings constantly, coward cops. What the fuck are you talking about? There's a lot of things I appreciate about this country. Um, we have some of the bravest people in the world. Okay, people bash us for like our sort of friction, but that can come with being some of the most cosmopolitan countries in the world. People ignore the times when they're where us tolerating us. I don't think we need to always be kumbaya embraced, but tolerating each other is a feat, and we do that a lot. People will when the friction and there's sparks and fireworks, people will focus on that and blow it up. But are you ignoring the times when we're tolerating each other, or when we are harmonious or come together? Okay. Beautiful country. Okay. There's some, you know, World War II type of thing. Valiant. Not so much anymore. Lying about weapons of mass destruction. Massacring people in Vietnam. Afghanistan was a $1 trillion failure. Hey, we can afford universal health care, but we can blow $1 trillion. No power in Texas, but hey, we are rebuilding other countries. We have foreign aid for every other country, I guess, even though our roads are shit. Okay. Some aspects we all do have more freedom, but no, no, people are killing us for our freedom. You can go to jail for smoking a plant that no one has ever overdosed from. But bars have parking lots if people are not going to drive and then they can crash and kill people. Okay. But am I going to move to Britain where you can be arrested if you say something? If you use your words and make objective observations? No. Even though this is getting close to that. Like, that's not a. Teachers are being fired for saying, like, not calling people a they, them, they, do, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. Um, let's just say I appreciate the people more than the country. But, yeah, not wearing. That's why I don't wear the flag. Okay. Do you praise morbidly obese people? Would you wear a picture of your morbidly obese sibling on your shirt?